Close-Up is brought to you by the Kia Sorento R, redefining the power of Kia.
Have you ever noticed anything odd at your local kindy or crèche? Something missing? It's men. When's the last time you saw a male teacher there? It's not surprising if you haven't. On average, there is only one male teacher in 100. It's been partly driven by parents who think childcare is no place for a man, but there's a move on to actively recruit males. Educators believe it's essential for a child's development. Here's Jill Higgins.
We're going to ring the fire brigade, he said. The kids can get down from trees.
If we said this was a father and son, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But if we said it was a kindy teacher with his pupils, some people would feel it wasn't right.
In some cases, parents have actually left because of the employment of a male staff member.
Ellis faces a long list of charges.
It was the case of former crèche worker Peter Ellis in Christchurch in 1992 that coloured the views of some parents and of prospective male teachers.
28 charges in all.
The Christchurch incident put a lot of men off. I think it's really sad that that happened.
It's meant early childhood classes look like this, a sea of women, just 2 men. A typical snapshot of the numbers of Kiwi guys in this profession.
Say 1.5 and 2.5%, which is obviously incredibly low.
It is still a bit of a stigma, which I don't really like.
These 2 guys are bucking the trend.
I saw the need for it, and I got a passion for children. I worked with children in church when I was growing up.
I like it. Yeah, just my personal reason.
But the reaction they get on their work experience is mixed.
He said, wow, you are the male teacher? You know, they cannot believe that.
There's some real positive reactions, like when I walk into the centre, from the kids, I'm like a celebrity, is the best way to describe it. They just all swamp you. And it's cool, having the teachers the same, they're like, oh, you know, it's really good to have a guy. But then there can be some parents or even teachers which will be a bit like, oh, and suspicious in ways.
We still have a minority, but often a vocal minority of parents who get really worried by the idea of males changing nappies and toileting their children. And we've got to get over that.
It's all done appropriately and there's other teachers there, there's a big glass window, there's no way anything could be dodgy. But at previous centres I haven't done that, they've just come up to me and spoken to me quietly, oh, when you're working here, just don't change nappies, don't do those kind of things.
Caring for young children is stereotypically seen as a woman's job.
So back in the day, it really was the mums that brought up the children, the dads went out to work. Now it's just females in early childhood centres, so what's wrong with that?
We need to challenge the assumption that it was acceptable just to have women bring up the kids back in the day. I think what we need to recognise is it could be a whole lot better if we had a more balanced workforce.
Even among celebrities, there has been a shift of the role of men, but some educators say it's still moving too slowly.
I feel very strongly about encouraging men to reframe ourselves as nurturing, caring members of our society.
Then we can stick it on with that stuff.
Do you not think that some people don't want to blur those boundaries?
Well, you're not blurring the boundaries because you look out here and boys are doing boys' things and they like to have men around.
So how do you get more men to take up the likes of sandpit excavation?
That's it, take it out.
And playing at pretend picnics?
What do you need?
There's a need for some scholarships possibly and some financial incentives to encourage men into the sector.
The kind of advertising we need to do there is to have men featured prominently.
But at places like Woodland Park Kindy, they're making headway. There are photos of dads, and dads get involved.
In fact, if you have a child at the kindergarten, then you have to do at least 2 morning sessions a term. We've got men who are policemen, pilots, businessmen, stay-at-home dads, you know, and so the kids get a lot of good role models. When dad's involved in playtime, the kids love it.
He plays with me and jumps on the trot with me. That's what he does.
I just like to see what he's into at the moment and how he plays with the others.
Although women are very capable of doing rough and tumble play, I would suggest that it's more likely to be a man that does that because men just generally seem to enjoy it. And I think why put extra pressure on our female early childhood educators to try to be surrogate males in centres when we have a population of males that just need a little bit of encouragement.
Research suggests having men as volunteers or teachers is good for kids and parents.
The evidence is really clear that kids who have great engaged fathers do better. And we know that great engaged fathers are not likely to be violent fathers.
And it would be a relief for guys who've already picked this career.
We feel outnumbered sometimes. You know, the girls, they all have their coffees, they all talk about this. Oh, we're going this, we're going this. You look at the calendar, it's a calendar of like a fireman, you go in the bathroom. It's girls' stuff.
This isn't a battle of the sexes, it's about working together, believing that's best for the kids.
So if they got contact with both a male and a female father and mother figure, it can have a real positive influence on them. So I think it's real important to have both influences.
What do you think? Do we need more men in early childhood education, and how do we achieve this? Tell us what you think by going to our website or email us at closeup@tvnz.co.nz. Or, of course, you can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/closeup.